talk and then a shorter meditation, because I have to be short, because not everybody's gonna go for it. But on Thursdays, this is our thing. We do a short talk and a much longer meditation. Then we can really go to a better place. So this is not working. Is it? Okay. Is it? No. So that's what we're gonna do. I think we need to close that door before we get started. So the first thing we have to remember is when we come here, this place has been prepared for us. So before we got here, the spirits that are protecting this center are already here, getting the place harmonized for us to be here. So now, when we get here, it's already prepped. So half of the trouble is already done because it's already prepared for us. So we're just gonna start with a little prayer to set the tone, and then we're gonna go into a conversation about the talk of tonight.
Okay, so we're gonna have some friends still coming in, or just checking in, and welcome. And it's no problem. It's just that we're gonna just ask you guys to just silence. That's just trying to silence our brain a little bit, silence our body, silence everything to get into connection with the Supreme Being, get in connection with God, our Creator, Father. And as creatures, as children of this loving Father, we only have gratitude to give. Present you with gratitude for life, with gratitude for the opportunity of having this existence. We know that it's very difficult to reincarnate and have another shot, another chance to make things over, do things better. So we are so grateful that we are here. We have a past and we have a future, but right now we are living the best that we can, learning from our past in this existence and whatever in our subconscious, and prepping for our future. The future is always an even bigger opportunity for us to correct, to mend, to do better, to feel more at peace, to be transformed. It is in your name, God, that we come before you to do our meditation tonight, for us just to gather here and live here better than the way we entered. And may we be connected to the best vibrations, may we be connected to the best energies that we need, the best energies that we can also give if we have an overload of good stuff, but we feel are depleted. This is our safe harbor. This is the place that we park and we get fueled and we get prepped, we get prepared, we get strengthened. And with that, we'll be so much more prepared to take even more challenges and overcome whatever's going on in ourselves. Now, it is with the blessings of the higher spirits, our mentors from this Spirit Center, the mentors of this work that we do on Thursdays, that we say, so be it, and may we have a great meditation tonight.
Okay. You see that picture there about the bees buzzing in the mind, in the brain. Sometimes we have thoughts and worries and what ifs and why did I do that? Why didn't I do something else? And all those things are bees buzzing and they don't go away. We go to bed. When we open our eyes, there they are, already working, buzzing. The beehive never goes away. So when we talk about the life that we have these days, we've talked about this here before. We're in such a hurry to do everything every single day. We have so much on our to-do list that we always adding more to our to-do list. We don't take things away, we just keep on adding more. Before, we used to do the dishes or do work. Now we do the dishes and we listen to our course that we're taking, and we take the test for the course as we fold the laundry and we're clicking. There's all these things going on. We double dipping all day long in so many things, and the body never gets a pause. When we do that, we end up living in a much higher stressful situation than in a paused, calm situation. This is not my privilege or your privilege. This is the privilege of evolved humanity. We now have cell phones, internet, everything is speed. Speedy Gonzalez should be our name now, because everything is done so much faster. Our goal tonight is going to be to take some of those bees away. The buzzing, we want to get some of them away. So we're going to start with tracing a parallel from what we see with the studies of Spiritism and what we see in our life. Before we go anywhere, I'm going to refresh your memory about the parable of the woman that bled. This woman had been bleeding for 12 years, and when Jesus is talking amongst all these people pressing him in this crowd, she touches the brim of his tunic. And when she does that, he says, "Somebody touched me," even though he had been touched by all these people, because a virtue was taken from me. A virtue, an opportunity for healing, an energy of healing. And when we are comparing what came out of Jesus, the question that I have for all of us today is, with the lifestyle that we have today, if somebody in need touched you, what virtue would be there to be given to that person?
Don't touch me.
Don't touch me. Because I am stressed, I have a lot in my head, I don't even see that you touched me, because I'm too distracted with the day-to-day overwhelming things that I'm working with.
Not only that, but we also have we preserve our privacy. We are so
Nobody's gonna touch me. I'm gonna put my shield.
shielded.
Another thing, when we're thinking about that passage, he is just a pure spirit. So whenever somebody touches him, the virtue is there. But if when I touch the person with the virtue, which is in this case Jesus, but I am not ready to touch, I will not receive the virtue. So another question that I have for you is, if a virtue was given to you right now, because they're given to us all day long in every interaction that we have, would you be able to receive it? Are we open? Are we connected? Are we intentionally looking at the connections that we have every day? So there is a very big discrepancy from where we live and where we see that things sound a lot better with something a little more calm. We know that in our heads, that a calmer life, less on my to-do list, slower pace is the way to go. We know that. But we find ourselves doing the dishes and doing the work and cleaning and talking on the phone with somebody and watching something on TV, doing a million things to catch up. We know in our head, but we don't do in a day-to-day because we are in this hamster wheel of just do. Another thing that I want to talk about is the parable of the sower, who, when the sower threw seeds all over, and some seeds fell on areas of thorns, so they couldn't grow. They couldn't grow because as the plant was trying to grow, the thorns strangled the plant. The thorns were bigger and more, so it couldn't grow. Sometimes we have to think about the thorns we have inside us. Somebody just give me a good virtue, like a smile, a compliment, or an invitation for a connection. And my thorns of irritability, lack of patience, or distractibility from the world, my financial worries, my health worries, all those things. The distress. What they do is they strangle that opportunity, so the virtue is coming my way, but all I have to offer is thorns. No, not because we are bad people, because we are caught in a system of fast pace. We have great intentions, but the fast-paced life keeps taking us there. So throughout the Spiritism doctrine, we will see those things. We have opportunities, but then we don't do it that way. We do it our good old way. We know what's good, but we don't go there. A lot of times when the bees are buzzing, I already have my bees buzzing. And then I get bees that are not mine and put them in my head. We moms are great at doing that. The bees of our children are placed here and they go free. They have no idea. And we get all those bees and add to our beehive. Transplanted. They don't even belong there, but we put it there and we make sure that they stay. We make sure that dads do that too. But moms are professionals at doing that. And sometimes it's appropriate that we do that. If you have, we're talking about typical children, if you have a small child and that child needs to be fed, you need to help him get dressed, help put the shoes on, by all means, that is your bee to address. But as the kids get older, we keep on doing things that they should be doing by themselves because we've been doing it so much faster if I just do it. I know, nobody told me, I know grown adults whose father and mothers help them with college papers. That bee is not yours. Your daughter and son, who are now adults going to college, they have to do their own papers, not you. These parents are watching the online courses so they can help their adult children with the homework. Tell me about a bee that is not yours. So this kind of thing, we have to understand. There is a bee coming buzzing. Bzzz. Is it mine? No. Okay, so then you go to your beehive, make the honey you want to make there, not here. If I don't show the boundaries, I will end up with bees that are not mine. And that is for us to reflect on. If you are putting all these bees that are not yours in your head is getting bigger and bigger, and the buzzing is getting louder and louder, and you are getting more disconnect. You are not where you want to be. You are not with the pause that you want in your life. And when you are not in a pause that you want, you can't connect to yourself. Then mentally you are disturbed. And when you are disturbed mentally, your connection with what is bigger than you, your connection with what is divine for you, can't happen. Our goal here when we do meditation is to open the space for us to empty out the things that are not relevant, the things that are not serving any purpose. Even though we have our system, we're going to go back home and do the 3 things at the same time or 4 things at the same time because we're very good at that. And we are proud to say, I multitask just fine. I am learning to deconstruct that statement. I've always said that. I can do so many things at the same time. I'm perfect at multitasking. And I am diligently trying. It's not easy. But every day I try to do just the one thing. And I find myself cheating. Before I know, I'm already doing, oops, I told myself that I was going to do just one thing. And I cheat myself and I do 2 things. Before used to be a talent of mine, but now I see that it's not a talent. It's preventing me from being connected with what's happening now. So what we're gonna do tonight, we've done it before, which is a way to empty ourselves of the things that are not working for us, even if it's only for tonight. When we're gonna open the space, we're gonna connect with what is bigger than us, pure and peaceful. And that way, we can be in a better place. What I am going to ask of you all, after we do this, we're going to go to a very happy place, a very calm place. And when you go to bed tonight, before you go to bed, you can ask your guardian angel, take me there again, keep me safe, bring me the wisdom from that space, so I can rest during the night, and when I wake up in the morning, I can use the wisdom from the space that I visited overnight, and I can have a day that is worth living tomorrow. If we remember that feeling and we redo it every night, because our commitment is for the next 24 hours. I can't commit myself to next year. So I say, what is possible and what can I do within the next 24 hours? This is what we can do. We can go tonight to this open space in our head where we open for connection, and I will take you there. Once you're there, I'm going to invite you to keep the memory of that place. So when you go to bed tonight, you can go there again overnight. And then we can wake up in the morning, revitalized, recharged, and ready for a day that is worth living. Okay?
And in order for us to take the most of this, wow. Okay. There is nothing wrong in doing many things. There is nothing wrong in trying to be as efficient as you can because we all have responsibilities. I suffer from that as well, multitask. The thing is, and we know when things fall out of balance. And when things are out of balance, it starts impacting us emotionally. We think it's just stress and all, but it's more. When we have that feeling that we are becoming overwhelmed and it is not the way it's supposed to be, we know it's out of balance. So the first thing for us to take the most of this meditation we're about to do is to recognize that. I recognize that I have my limits, because we are always trying to fight those limits and always trying to stretch a little more. It's just like an elastic. What happens to an elastic when you stretch, overstretch, it's gonna break. You stretch a lot and it comes back, but you accustom that elastic to stretch so much that one time it's not even coming back in the same way, and you don't even realize until the point it breaks. We never want to get to that point. You all heard about us having a nervous breakdown or us having a mental meltdown. It happens every day to the best of us. We wanted to be very honest to ourselves. Am I getting to that point? Maybe I'm not getting this week, but maybe last week or last month. Is this something that's repeating, is reoccurring? Is it going to happen again? So this is what we're doing here. Is all about self-healing. It's all about tools. So let's concentrate that, but let's admit it. Let's understand, and let's be very humble about, I want to change that. It's not working.
A little bit of both.
It's like the work, the house, the family, the studies, your goals, even your hobbies. Sometimes we tend to overdo it, and once we don't find the balance, that balance starts to haunt us, not in a good way. So it's better to do less and still be efficient and be humble about it. This is all I can do today. I'm not going to stretch. I could stretch, but I don't want to. I can do that tomorrow. I can do that later. I don't want to go to the place. I want to find myself in that space that I feel safe, because once we recollect our emotions, our spirit is just screaming for us, stop, stop, stop. Our guardian is like, but at the end of the day, it's free will. If we don't want to do it, it's not going to happen. So you have to implant that right inside of the part of, we're not even talking about our brain, we're talking about our conscience, our self. The inner self says, the self-love. I love myself so much. I'm not going to put myself to that kind of stress again. And this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to take care of myself. And that's it. Okay?
Because we are trained to help others, to help our family, to be the one that makes sure that all the plates are in the air and we're spinning the plates. Especially the parents, their job is to keep that family together. But if I don't take care of myself, those plates are going to fall. Because if I cannot do it, nobody else will be able to do it for me. Because your job is to be the best person to take care of yourself and to be aware of your needs. That is the best help you can give to the ones around you. When I can recognize when I need help, when I can recognize I need a break, I need a pause, and not feel guilty to take the pause. Moms have a very hard time putting their feet up for 10 minutes because they know they have the dishes, they have the laundry, they have the this, they have the school. Fathers, a lot of times, have a hard time taking the day off because they got to go to work, and they got to take care of the yard, and they got to do this, and they got to do that. You always feeling guilty for taking a special moment to recharge. We don't see it as a recharge. We see it as being lazy, not showing up for my family, not showing up for myself. There is a very distinct difference between me not choosing to do anything for myself and me being lazy. Those are things that are very different. I can do for myself, find my balance, and still, at my pace, do what I need to do. My pace changes according to where I am in life. One day you might be a little faster, one day a little slower, and it's okay. We don't have to be fast all day long. We can do slower and then faster. But as long as we are aware of it, that's the key word. If I can perceive, I can address. If I can't perceive, I cannot address. Right? Is everybody ready? Sure. Get your wiggles out, put your purses away. Your hands are down. Let's do some shoulder rolls before we go anywhere. Just roll your shoulders back. Ooh, that feels so good. Up and back. Inhale and exhale. Just in time. Breathe in and breathe out. Roll your shoulders forward. And soft. Make your neck go around a little bit. Softly to one side and the other side. We're going to be very connected to that beehive, so let's get that neck going. And softly, we stop in the middle. Hands are softly placed on your legs. Deep breath in. Exhale. Deep breath in, chest up, belly button up. Exhale everything down. You can close your eyes or keep your gaze down. Shoulders are soft. Forehead is soft. Inhaling and exhaling, waiting for the heart to be in a soft rhythm. No place to go, nothing to address. Just being here. The jaw is soft, the tongue just sits there. With every inhale, I drop my shoulders a little further down. The belly goes up and down without any effort. I am gonna go all the way back home to that corner of my house where I always go when I am worried, when I feel threatened, when I feel anxious, fearful, or guilty of something. What position do I normally go into? I see myself right there. The beehive in my head is buzzing. The bees are busy at work. They move so fast. The buzzing is so tremendously high that I cannot think. My heart races. My breathing is short. I have been here before. All these worries, the financial worries, the uncertainty, the responsibilities, the fear of failing, the fear of not getting ahead. My body is shaking, and I want to flight. I don't even want to fight. I want out of this head. I want out of this mess. My guardian angel shows up and whisper, with both your hands, reach out for that beehive and bring it out of your head. I don't quite understand what he means. Go ahead, try it. I don't quite understand, but I try it anyways. My hands reach up towards my head. I hold that buzzing beehive with fear that the bees are gonna sting me. I carefully move it out of my head. Keep it in my hands right in front of me. That is a very awkward feeling. That beehive was just in my head. And now I'm holding in my hands and I can see it. I am not used to having this empty head. And I almost want to put it back because that feeling is familiar. It's unbearable, but it's familiar. He whispers again, it's okay. Hold on to it. Just look at it. I take a deep breath and look. All the bees buzzing around, geometrically perfect beehive. One little hole for each bee. They come and go, and I just watch. I have this urge to go outside. I walk carefully, holding that beehive very, very carefully. With soft steps, I walk outside. I am looking for a place that is fit for beehives. Where do they live? Out in nature, somewhere near a tree, where there is sun and wind and light covers it, I find the perfect spot for my beehive. This branch on this tree is wide enough and it sits there perfectly. My shoulders are now relaxed. The bees are where they need to be. I take 2 steps back and just watch. My worries about my job, my financial challenges, my future, how am I going to do it? Those worries are right there. And I see the bees start working on them. They play with them. They pull and push and blow and buzz. And little by little, I watch them turn into gold honey, softly dripping from the beehive. For now, my financial worries are just honey. I take a deep breath and I feel my heart softer, beating slower, my breath softer, and I look at some other bees that were in my head before. The guilt that I've carried for so long. Sometimes I didn't do the right thing, didn't show up the way I should have, didn't help when I could have, failed myself. The guilt of all the things that I didn't do right, the guilt of all the things that I could have done better, they weigh so heavy and buzz so loud in my head. Now I can look at them right there, and I watch the bees busy working on my guilt. They pull and push and tug and blow and buzz, making honey out of my guilt. I take a deep breath. My heart is soft. My shoulders are soft. And I watch my guilt turn into gold honey that just drips. I see my worries about the future, the problems that I anticipate facing, and my heart wants to skip a beat here. but I watch all my anxiety about the health issues, about the challenges that I'm gonna face soon. Those are problems that are not here yet, but they buzz in my head all the time. I watch them now, all my anxiety around that beehive. I watch the bees work on it. They're busy pulling, pushing, blowing, buzzing, and all my anxiety turns into gold honey, dripping down softly, no urgency. All is well. I also see the mistakes I've made, the mistakes with my family, when I said what I should have kept to myself, when I act in a way that was not appropriate. When I switched jobs, thinking I was doing the right thing for the wrong reason. The mistakes that make me think every night with those bees buzzing, what if I had done differently? What if I had said something else? All my what ifs are now in front of me in the beehive, and I just watch the bees busy doing the work. They pull, they push, they tug, they blow, they buzz. And I see all my what ifs turn into honey. Soft gold honey dripping from the beehive. All is well. My worries, my fears, my guilt, all gold honey. My breathing is soft. My heart is warm. And my mental space is open, ready for something bigger, warmer, and brighter. I feel a warm light covering my head and dripping into my body from up above. The gold light of God coming through my chakra on the top of my head. My crown chakra is full of golden light, bringing it down my head, my shoulders, chest, arms, legs, feet. With each breath, the golden light expands. My mental space expands, and I am recharged. My heart is warm, and God lives inside me. I feel the connection from my heart through my crown chakra with the light from up above. All is well. The soft song is welcome. No buzzing, just the soft music. My heart is so warm, it warms up the space around me. This is my safe, sacred place, where I empty myself of what doesn't serve me now. I am ready to receive all the talents, all the peace, all the grace and hope that I deserve. This is my sacred space, and I can revisit this place tonight before I go to bed, and maybe ask my guardian angel to protect me overnight, staying in this place, so tomorrow I can wake up re-energized, recharged to face the new day ahead. All is well. The divine light lives within. My mental space is ready to receive. And here I sit, receiving the blessings, receiving the love, the healing power of God protects me and empowers me. All is well. The Lord is my shepherd, and I lack nothing.
We're going to close our meditation with a prayer, and we ask this, our lovely Heavenly Father, to help each one of us here tonight. Help each and every one of us to unload any burden, anxiety, fear, any emotional trauma. Let's unload it right here and be free from carrying all of that. We thank you, Father, for being with us, providing a spiritual friend who we can count on. And it is in spirit that we say, Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us today our daily bread, and Forgive our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil, even any evil that still may reside in our hearts. For thine is the kingdom, the power, all the glory, all the love, all the justice. Be with us, protect us, our family, the loved ones. Help us be strong, courageous, always revisiting our unbalancedness, so we can realize that it's time to check on those bees and find that happy place, the happy moment, the moment of being caring for ourselves, loving ourselves more, so we can love more, we can give more. It is again in your name, Jesus, that we say thank you, thank you, thank you so very much. And so be it. We can all now stay with this good vibration energy. You can start coming back slowly. We're going to invite you to the passes. When we are in the passes, you keep asking. We ask and the door will open. We have to ask. If we need help, we need to ask for help and receive the help. The help will come generously. Let's take it. We need it. We can use it. This is the place. Be connected. Be in peace.